in the old style, but you've caused me enough trouble.
Raphael, the rebel of the TMNT, at least in most versions, the bad boy, the outcast. It's one of the reasons so many people like him, I think. He's always pushing back, playing devil's advocate at times. He's at odds with the leader in blue, but ultimately, he understands him and his brothers are a team and they all fight together when faced with a problem. There's something cool about that, seeing them side by side after butting heads. But did you know that one time he became the Shredder? It's an interesting story and I'm honestly surprised it hasn't been done more in the different versions of the Ninja Turtles. Having Raph be on the opposite side just seems like a cool place for the character to be, at least temporarily. Of course, it's always cool seeing him go back and fight alongside his brothers. Anyways, today we're gonna take a look at how this went down, but before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new and want to catch more videos like this in your life. But as we always do, let's dive into the sewers and take a look at the time Raphael became the Shredder. So this happened in the Image comics from the mid to late 90s, or Volume 3 as it's known. Recently it has been re-released in color and called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends, in case you were wondering how to find them today. Now at the time it was written, it was supposed to be a continuation of the original Mirage comics, the black and white ones. And at the end of those, at least Volume 1, there was a truce between the Foot Clan and the Turtles that Karai puts in place. Now one day, this taking place in Volume 3, after Casey's daughter is kidnapped. After exhausting all possible options, Leonardo says the Foot Clan are the prime suspects. Now all throughout this time during the truce with the Foot Clan, apparently Raphael has been involved in some recreational activities. As he responds to Leo, "No way, we have a truce with the Foot. They've sworn not to interfere in our lives. And besides, they're my friends." He explains that he tags along with them on missions and stuff. This causes some tension with Raphael and his brothers. Now come to find out, the Foot was involved in the kidnapping. Karai has not been seen in weeks and there's a conflict within the Foot, so you kind of get the sense that the old truce is now void. You don't get the sense that the Foot is going to go after the Turtles, but definitely the not interfering in their lives part is off the table. Anyways, this opens up an opportunity for the Foot to ask Raphael to go assassinate the person that they gave the kid to, the king of the New York mob, Antone Big Tony Puzzarelli, who is biologically related to the little girl. It's a long story. I'll cover it one day. Anyways, the assassination attempt fails, but Raph sees where the little girl is, and this leads to Michelangelo getting her back eventually. But this upsets Big Tony, and it starts a war between the Foot and the mob. One night during a meeting with Raphael and the Foot, the mob ambushes them, killing the ruling council of that faction of the Foot Clan. Also, some Foot soldiers get killed as well. Raphael tries to pick off the attackers one by one, but there's way too many of them. While evading them, he finds a trap door, and what he finds in there is a very familiar armor, Shredder's armor. Now, this armor is in a room full of Shredder's other suits as well. There's a really cool in-color look at this in the recently released Urban Legends. At one point, Raphael says to himself, "There's a furnace." Shredder forged his own weapons in the ninja tradition, at least the blades and armor. That'd be kind of cool to see in a movie. So I'm sure some of you can guess what happens next. Raph puts on the armor. Now in Shredder's armor, Raphael goes back out into the fight against the gangsters. He eliminates a few, scaring another who believes he actually is the Shredder. The scared guy says, "Look, I surrender, I am unarmed." Raphael responds, "Too bad." When all is said and done, a few members of the Foot come out from hiding, and some of them are upset that Raphael is wearing Shredder's armor. Raphael responds by putting them in their place and killing the one that's coming at him. The rest of them reply with, "Will you not lead us, master?" Raphael says, "Alright, follow me." Now the other turtles don't know Raph's the Shredder yet, and at one point, let's just say the turtles have an outer body experience. Leo ends up in Raph's body momentarily and sees the Foot and Shredder's helmet, and he thinks Raph might have been caught by the Shredder. This is a very brief experience, and he goes back into his own body, and as soon as he does, he tells his brothers Raphael is a prisoner of the Foot and that the Shredder is back and that he knows where they are, so they head out. When they arrive to the location, they take down a couple of Shredder's elite guards and disguise themselves in the outfits. to infiltrate the clan. But once they're noticed not to be elite guards, they all start fighting the Foot. Although when Mikey's hat gets knocked off and he's revealed to be one of the turtles, the Foot immediately stops fighting and kneel. Leo goes straight for the new Shredder, but Raph removes his helmet and they both start laughing at how each other look in the outfits that they're wearing. After some time explaining what's going on, Raphael says he must go back and train the Foot. Leo wants to tag along and give the Foot a few pointers. Raphael says no, that Leo's, Mikey's, and Don's presence only confuses the clan and that there can only be one boss. Leo asks if he can go just as an observer and wouldn't even open his mouth. Raphael responds with, "You can't help yourself. You're a great leader. You've been running things since we were kids. It's second nature for you to correct me, and I can't have you undermining my authority." Eventually, Splinter sees Raphael in the armor. His reaction is telling, saying, "Seeing you in the armor of my enemy makes me realize that I failed not only as a father, but also as a teacher." The two go back and forth for a while, but Splinter finishes off by saying, "You should have let the Foot Clan die." Slowly and surely, you start seeing doubt enter Raphael's mind. At one point, talking to himself, he says, "My name is Raphael. I am Ninja. I am also known as the Shredder, leader of the Foot Clan. They too are ninja. I had planned to forge them into a force of good, but it's expensive housing and feeding an army. To remain solvent, we have begun selling our services to the clan's former clients. Robberies, murders, spying. Dear God, what have I done?" One night after Raphael and the Foot Clan help Leonardo and the others with the Triceraton attack, Leonardo starts accepting that maybe this thing with Raph running the Foot could possibly work. Raphael celebrates because of this victory. On his way back to the base, in the fog of his happiness, he overlooks the fact that he's walking into a trap. Ninja and 2 out of the 5 who rule the Foot are there, saying that there is another who also claims right to lead the New York Foot Clan, the daughter of Shredder in this version of the Turtles, known as Pamiko. So the 2 out of the 5 that rule the Foot force them into a duel that will decide who will run the New York Foot Clan and assume the mantle and legacy of the Shredder. The fight is brutal and bloody, and the 2 of 5 that rule the Foot demand the fight be to the death. When Raphael eventually wins, he refuses to kill her. The ones that rule the Foot order all the Foot to kill the turtle then. And just like that, the soldiers Raphael had put his life on the line to lead turn on him. He tries to get away when one of his ex-followers presents him with a new foe, Lady Shredder, and this is not Shredder's daughter that Raphael just faced off against, as she also arrives to see this moment. Raphael is taken prisoner. Eventually he is saved, but no longer has the Shredder suit, although he still refers to the Shredder suit as his armor, but we never see him donning it again. And so came the end to Shredder Raphael. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out these books if you ever missed it. I quite enjoyed it, and I think you will too. Thanks everyone for watching. If you're new, remember to hit that subscribe button to catch all the future videos. And if you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It helps a lot with the exposure of the channel. Thank you once again for watching. I will see you in a little bit with another video. Take care.